Alright guys, so this past week, today is Saturday, so basically this past week I kind of been messing around more and more with the cast iron, watching more videos, just pretty much getting more interest in the collecting or whatever like that, and trying to figure out more what I have and what to look for, and just different cleaning things and different just different ways of cleaning them, different ways of storing them, different cooking ideas. Watch a lot of Dutch oven cooking and outdoor cooking, and just a lot of different stuff. So find a lot of really good stuff, and trying to form my own opinions, try things my own ways, and just see what's best for me. And everybody has their different opinions as far as collecting cars or three-wheelers, four-wheelers, motorcycles, anything you collect that has brands. People have their own preference for their own reasons. So just trying to get a little bit of everything, or a little bit of different things and different ideas, and trying different cleaning stuff. And as you guys know, before I did the self-clean oven idea, it didn't really work the greatest for me. And I found out why. But if you look at my stove, it says, or it doesn't say self-clean. It just goes up to 500 degrees, which is obviously Fahrenheit. So after I did all this, of course, I got bored the other day and decided to pop the little small Lodge number 3 back in, because it had a lot of stuff all across here. It was really bad, really caked on. Some still on the inside, and then this one here, the bottom, the number 8 skillet, the Lodge, the bottom was like glass, but the sides were just terrible, and then the back side wasn't really the best either. But I don't know. So anyway, I popped them back in the oven at 500 degrees, and last time I think I only let them go for 2 hours. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna let them go for 3.5, 4 hours this time. Anyway, I ended up getting them back with the wire wheel, with the drill, and then I was like, okay, this isn't working. It's wearing out my cordless drill. Those things aren't made to be run constant and be, really pressed on hard and stuff like that. So I went to the storage unit and grabbed my 4-inch grinder, and I had a couple of different wire wheels for that. And this stuff was coming. I've ground a lot of stuff. I'm by trade a welder, so I've done a lot of welding stuff and used a lot of used metal and stuff like that. And I've done a lot of wire wheeling, a lot of grinding, and this stuff was just coming off hard as heck. But I don't know, I ended up spending 2 hours. The bigger one was easier because you can get inside. The smaller one was terrible. It was hard to just be able to even get in there and like that. So after I did all this, I brought them back in and re-seasoned them, and just still I wasn't really happy. So the next morning, got bored, did a quick Google search, and how hot does a self-cleaning oven get? And the basic answer I found was about 900 degrees. So I lack about 400 degrees, and that's why this stuff's not just falling off like it does in everybody else's videos. But I should have known. I live in a smaller, cheap apartment that has mass manufactured, really cheap appliances, which you'd expect with any apartment. And it's electric, it's not gas or anything like that. So anyway, so I'm still happy that I got the majority of the stuff off, and they are preserved now and they're well oiled, so they will last. And then eventually what I'll do is I'd like to do the self-clean, or I might try electrolysis, I don't know, but that'll be way down the road once I get more settled in permanently somewhere. So for now, I'm just kind of collecting more stuff, just searching around, finding different prices and stuff. I've been to, I don't know, 6 or 7 different thrift shops and antique stores and kind of outdoor yard sale type things. So I'll show you what I picked up this week. This being the number 6 Lodge, remanufactured, a newer one or whatever. It wasn't, I don't think it was ever used. Or if it was pretty well taken care of. It was really crusty. Had been sitting for a while. So clean that one up just with steel wool and some soap, and then hit it with a 4-inch grinder real quick. Didn't really need much. This one I picked up as a project. You can't really see in this video, but the inside of it's really rough. And it's got a couple bad spots, I'll call them, high spots or whatever. So I wanted to do that one. It was cheap. It was less than $10, I forget. That one I bought at the On Post thrift store. But I want to try to do my own machining on the bottom, somehow figure out a way to make it completely flat, to sand it down. I would just hit it with a die grinder or something like that, but I want it to stay perfectly flat. So I was thinking about trying to jig something up in a drill press or something or other. But for now, I'll probably just knock off those high spots. But anyway, this one got seasoned twice yesterday. That one's like good to go and basically be stored. And then this other one was brand new, number 10 or 12-inch Lodge. Also a new one. I paid $25 for mine, the first one that I bought from Walmart. And then I found this one at the name of the store was 50% off. So literally everything was 50% off. It was marked at $19.97, so I paid $10 for it basically. Couldn't really pass it up for that price. It's $15 off, and it's brand new. But I've got a cousin who's right now building a house, so I thought about maybe picking this up and sending it to her for maybe like a housewarming gift. But for the price, I really couldn't go wrong. So that one yesterday, both of the new run Lodges, they got reseasoned yesterday. That's what I was kind of messing around with yesterday. They didn't really need much cleaning, just a quick wipe down, a quick rinse, and then they got seasoned. Of course, this is my first one I bought, my Lodge. This one's been cooked in the most of all my stuff. And then so far, the only piece that I bought that I really consider like kind of junk or garbage is this one. It's the Benjamin and whatever with the little hash marks right here. It's a number, I think it's at number 5 somewhere. Or no, number 7. Not really anything special at all. I don't know. Just I picked it up in a group of 3, so can't really complain. Anyway, as I keep rambling on and on and on, today I went to one antique store that only had like a few small pieces. They had it was like a hanging pot, kind of looked like similar to a Dutch oven, but it was rounded at the bottom. It wasn't in very good shape. The little bale piece that went across the top was all bent to crap, and they wanted like $35 for it. So I kind of walked past that. They had 2 or 3 small, unmarked, what are they, the cornbread skillets with little corn shapes on them. They wanted $56 a piece, and they were like not seasoned at all. They were rusted. They needed a lot of work, and I thought that was crazy. And I think they had one more. Oh, they had one more. Looked like the Asian or the Chinese or whatever Taiwan saucepan. It was the lid because it had the screw-on wooden handle. It was just the lid, and it was in really crappy shape, and they wanted $25. So I quickly walked around there and kind of just hightailed it out of there. Told the lady, have a nice day. Then I went to, on my way to the next place, I stopped by, it's just a yard sale place that I kind of drive by like every day, and they always have random stuff out there. Just tools, tires, kind of like flea market type stuff. And I just kind of stopped in or whatever. It was a Saturday, so everybody was out there, and they had all their stuff for sale, and they didn't have anything at all. Nothing cast iron that I could see. So I made my way to a really big and really nice antique store, and had a lot of nice like Coke stuff, Budweiser stuff, really old stuff. They had, a lot of stuff. They call it the Red Barn Antique Store, I believe, and it's literally like a barn. It's huge. They've got a lot of stuff, and I found a lot of cast iron. Basically, the way it's set up is the whole big main area is owned by one person, and then in the back there's like kind of like little rooms, 3 or 4 of them, and they're all owned by different vendors or whatever. So I ended up buying one from each vendor. I bought 2. And this one, I believe, it says number 5, 8 1/8 inch. It's got the solid heat ring on the bottom, so I don't think it's a Lodge. From what I could tell, I did check it with a credit card or whatever to make sure it was flat. It rings like a bell, so it doesn't have any cracks. I remember watching a few videos. I think I remember one video saying that only one company used the fraction, the 1/8 or whatever. And I want to say, I think it's a BSR anyway. Number 5 BSR. It's really rusty, if you could tell. I don't know, maybe I can get better over here in the light. But yeah, it's really rusty, but the bottom looks pretty good. I kind of felt around a few spots and scraped it a little bit, and it looks like it's going to be a nice cooking surface, not any pits. So I'm hoping that's a nice one. It was marked at, what was it marked at? $15, and I gave the guy $8. Yeah, $8. Something like that. I can't remember. Maybe I gave him $5. Whatever. And then I found this one, which is my first. I got 3 of these. Griswold's, the small label, or the small circle. Just says number 6, and then Erie, PA with the small Griswold symbol in the center. And when I read about all these online, everybody said how light they were, and this thing is really light. And to me, before I looked into cast iron, I would assume that that was a cheap one, just due to the fact that it was lighter. I would assume, you know, the cheaper the cheaper it's made. But number 6, the guy wanted like 25 bucks for it, and I ended up giving him 10. Kind of like the lady that worked there would call or text a picture to the people that own these and ask them what they wanted. And this one was marked, I think, at 20 or 25, and he wanted 20. No. This one was marked at, trying to remember here. Yeah, this one was marked at 25, and I think I gave him 15 or 10, something like that. Anyway, between the two, this one, what I believe to be a BSR, I hope, and the number 6 Griswold, I gave it was like 19 and change, something like that, close to 20 bucks with tax or whatever like that. So that one's pretty clean. I'll probably try to clean that one up today. Probably try to clean up the BSR. If anyone wants to help me with identifying either of those, I would definitely appreciate it. I'm really kind of at a crossroads. I don't really know what I want to do as far as cleaning from now. I might just wire wheel the one that's really rusty. I might just wire wheel both of them. Probably not going to use either of them right now. I'm more or less just trying to preserve them for when they get stored. I found I'm going to be deploying here in about 2 weeks, so I really just want to keep storing the stuff for now and not have it get any damage any worse. So, and then when I get back, I'll kind of be able to do like a whole batch of them. But yeah, kind of just what I've been doing this week. You can see the condition of this one. A little bit of rust. Has a seasoning on it still. Obviously needs stinks, but kind of really needs to be redone. The guy had a 6. He had a 6, either 8, 7 or an 8. I think he had a 6, 8, and a 10. And it was 25. He wanted 25 for the smallest one, 35, 45, and they were all the same. It said Erie, PA, with the small Griswold symbol. Thought that was kind of high. That's kind of like if they were clean and ready to be used and already seasoned prices. But he went from 25 down to 10 or 15. So he worked with me. And that was my first Griswold. So, but maybe before I leave, or maybe when I get back, I'll go back over to that place and look at the other two. 35, maybe he'd come down to 20, and then the $45 number 10, and maybe he'd come down to 30 or something like that. We could work out like a $45 deal or something for the both of them, or maybe cheaper. He didn't even hesitate on the phone with the lady from 25 down to 10. To whatever, I offered him 10 bucks, I think. And then, yeah, it was 10 bucks for that one and 8 bucks for the other one. So he didn't even hesitate at all. He was just, yeah, sure. He took it. So I think I could have gotten maybe a little bit lower. Maybe he's been sitting on the stuff for a while. But they had a lot of other stuff there. Some really big lodge. One of them was huge. It was like a 16-inch. It seemed like, or it was ginormous. It was a camp style Dutch oven, and then they had a bunch of smaller Dutch ovens. A couple of them, the lids didn't really fit very well, or they were mismatched. A couple of them were just extremely expensive. I found 2 really old. They looked like a chicken fryer style pan, but they had the legs on them on the bottom like a Dutch oven, and they were really pitted and really like in just rough shape. One was 20, the smaller one, and then the bigger one was 30. And they looked like a matching set, which was kind of cool. And they both have the gate marks, so I know they're old. But for $50, and they wouldn't really be usable kind of type thing. They were kind of that bad. If they were $5 a piece, I probably would have just grabbed them. But definitely not anything I was looking for. So anyway, here I am rambling on for 13 minutes. Just want to show you guys what I'm up to. I got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 skillets now. So I think I'm probably done for a while. I would like to go back and check out those other Griswolds, maybe in a couple weeks or right before I leave or something like that. But yeah, just kind of a new hobby. So hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I appreciate all your guys' input. Thank you.